Opposed? Carried. 720, 4.3, Mr. Glenn Bailey, Secretary from the Grand Bay Chamber of Commerce, as a delegation, summary of the roundtable discussion. Glenn, welcome you to the table and take us through your report.
Thanks,
Mike, what you want to say?
I'll try to be brief. I don't know whether there's nothing left to make. Everyone's read it, right? So, first thing is my apologies for an error in that we assumed that there were not 2 tiers of fines for parking infractions in the village. The municipality has, in their wisdom, established 2 tiers of parking tickets. There's one for obstructing laneways, etc., and there's another for over parking. So one of our recommendations, complaints and recommendations, has already been looked after. Many of you were at the round table, and so many of you will understand where we're coming from and what our recommendations are. I would like you to think as you're sitting here. I'm going to ask you a couple of rhetorical questions. Could anybody here tell me the names of all the parking lots? If you can, you have no life. Okay, so the other one is, does anyone here willingly go to buy their groceries Saturday afternoon in Grand Bend? Okay? Saturday afternoon? Yeah, in winter. Okay, so here's some of the numbers. One of the grocery store owners says $3,000 an hour in lost sales from the congestion, from the backups. As soon as the backup happens, $3,000 an hour. Now that's $3,000 an hour that's not generating any employment or anything positive. Just short tempers that you're sitting on Highway 21. So it's quite obvious from all the work we did that the congestion on the highway is number one, and it has to be addressed. When we were doing some preliminary work for this, trying to get a hold of someone from MTO, it's impossible for me. I'm just one of the great unwashed. I don't know if you have any luck, but I would think that if you were to try, and any conversations I've had, Doug was telling me you had to get the Minister of Transport involved. Over what? Like over nothing. So it doesn't tell me that there's a good, ongoing, profitable communication level, and it has to get remediated. When you're sitting in that traffic for 20 and 40 minutes to get up to where the lane goes to 4 lanes, and you see the turn lane empty for a mile, it is, you do wonder, did the guy just paint the lines and leave town? So it needs to be addressed. It's an MPO problem, I recognize. I had a conversation on Sunday with somebody from Park Hill, and they're putting crosswalks across in 3 places in Park Hill across County Road 81. It's 50 grand to do it. So there's your number. So you can play with that. It's probably going to be 100 grand because we got twice as many lanes here, but it's got to be done. There's some safety issues here. We were talking, since the conversations were had in the summertime, if we pay attention close enough, you have supplicants coming to you for money all the time. And we were thinking about all of the different times it would be useful to staff parking lots, ad hoc parking lots. I think that word, but surge parking lots. So instead of handing these supplicants fish, why don't you teach them to fish? Establish a set of guidelines with firm prices, regulations, and give them the opportunity to man the parking lots when there is the surge requirement. There's at least 23 days when there isn't enough parking. One of the things we've done in the Lions Club is when you work the concession stands at the John Labatt Center, you win and the prices are set, the menu's set, everything, you get a float. All you do is offer your work. You hand over all the money and they send you a check. So a similar idea can be followed for what the municipality could do here. And you would either get some of the monetary requirements off the community, or you'd have fewer supplicants. One or the other. It's a win-win. The safety concerns, once again on Highway 21, crosswalks are coming up in more than one conversation. You have different residence groups trying the same thing. As far as parking, we have got a QR code. I've spoken with Janet about that. It's on here, and we can email it, and you can start using it. It'll go to a PDF document, that the municipality PDF document on the Chamber of Commerce website. And so if any of today's youth are walking along, texting and bang into a pole, it could have the QR code stenciled on it, and they could then see where parking meters were, where parking lots, where the rates are, all the information. So you can paint it on pavement, you can put it on your curbs, everywhere you want. Your Plan 24 residents have been complaining about traffic and et cetera. We could kill two birds with one stone and put overnight parking back in limited places in the public lots. If you were to highlight the areas underneath streetlights, in a specific area, they could sell the permits as they do now at the police station. And now people can park behind the Legion. Did anyone here know that that was possible? I found that out just the days before. So there is limited overnight parking, but if it was in more proximity to the Plan 24 people, maybe that would alleviate some of the traffic in there. I don't know whether it's feasible, but many of the merchants have talked about having the capacity for online, like credit card payments on the meters. It seems to be a regular concern that the potential shoppers are coming in and not having the change and blah, 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 blah. So just making it easier. These are housekeeping details. And it is in the set of recommendations. The pay in lieu, when one of the supplicants got a reduction in their pay in lieu requirements, it had an unforeseen side effect of minimizing the asset value from the people who did pay it. And it would be perhaps seen as a measure of good faith if the council were to reevaluate the pay in lieu fee structure, so that the people that have paid for it, when they then go out to buy parking permits for their staff, aren't into a position of paying twice for the same parking lot. So if the municipality were to amend their bylaws so that for every parking spot paid for every 3 parking lots paid for, 1 was provided free, so that there would be attached asset value to it, so the restaurants could advertise free parking for customers, the first 5 or whatever it is. It's appropriate for the Ontario Street restaurant that has paid on the 81 Crescent. It may not be applicable today, but it could be applicable should you ever start charging on the Gill lot. The fact that you do not charge for parking on the Gill lot is unknown to every visitor to Grand Bend. So if you could put some signage on that, one of the recommendations is for color coding of the lots, so that the next time you get asked about, naming the lots, you won't have to think. You can just go blue, yellow, green, red, whatever. And so white would be green or whatever. Now, I'm sure you could hire an expensive consultant. With all the money you saved on this report, you could hire somebody to do color coding on your lots. We appreciated the opportunity to get this information from the residents and the business people. It was almost universally a positive event, other than the lack of input or acknowledgement from NGO. So, other than that, it's been quite worthwhile.
Okay. Thank you. Got a couple questions. Councilor Russell?
Just throw one in, Glenn. Great report. Matter of fact, very positive and reading. Can I throw one way up there because you were doing rhetorical? What do you think of a public-private partnership with us and the private sector? We'll say the chamber.
One of the recommendations is that the parking